Special thanks to EA Sports for allowing me to participate in this event. We're going to be talking about Juju Smith Schuster and this wild animation that has a lot of you guys going wild. Like, yo, bro, yo, Gmi, this is Madden 16 all over again. What's going on? All right, let's go ahead and bring it back real quickly. Go ahead and rewind that for me, DJ. We're going to go ahead and check out what's actually going on right now. Now, I want you guys to pay attention to a couple things. You can see in the top left is arcade mode. So, you know, pretty much it is what it is at this point. Like, you guys have to understand that, you know, arcade mode is arcade mode. You also have to notice that he's lit up. You see his X? He's met the criteria to be able to do this catch. Okay, so what does that mean? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about it right now. So his superstar X factor double me right here. Let's go ahead and point it out, and we're gonna talk about some of the things that allows him to do. Aggressive receivers overpower defenders and attack the football. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate on aggressive catches against single coverage. So what does that mean? Some of you guys may be correct. I don't know if you guys remember when OBJ was on the cover of Madden, pretty much every single person in the game would be able to do aggressive catches like that. Now, you can't do it like that. Everybody can't do it. So what does that mean? You have to be able to meet the criteria. You have to get into the zone. You have to be able to make your player get where he's supposed to be, make 30+ yard receptions, and do certain things within the game to get him to that point. You can't just come out and do it. So with that being said, as much as all of us are like, you know, we're like very, very tentatively excited about it, like, yo, what's going on? So one-on-one coverage, you remember when you couldn't stop anybody in Madden 16? Now it's like, okay, if we know that he's highlighted as the X, we're gonna have to be very, very careful with the way that we play the defense. Now, let me point this out as well. For the people that actually played it at EA Play that gave me back some feedback, just because he's in this zone doesn't mean that he's always gonna catch the ball. You see what I'm saying? Like, it increases the chance. So if you're playing against a corner that's a decent corner, like say you got Jalen Ramsey out there, and you know, all right, Juju Smith is a glitch, whatever like that in the game, pretty much Jalen Ramsey is going to be able to play the ball a lot better than some no-name guy that just, you know, like maybe he's like 50 years old. You know, these older guys that are out there still playing. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Whoever that person is, I don't want to name any names, but we all know that there's some corners out there that's like, yo, come, throw the ball this way. It's open for business. Like, you're not playing any D at all. Those guys like that are getting mossed instantaneously, effective immediately. That's going to happen, but better corners will be able to counteract that. This is what I'm saying. It's a lot better than a lot of us were imagining when we first saw it because it wasn't explained. It's just like, oh my God, the same animation. Yo, what is going on? We didn't realize that you have to meet that criteria. And once that X is highlighted, he's in that zone. So now we have to be, you know, a little bit more careful with it. And these are the things that they've added. You have to work your way up to doing these things now. You can't just come out and do whatever you want. And that's why a lot of people are they're gonna probably struggle. As much as you think that they won't, they probably will. I just want to point that out so you guys understand what I'm saying. All right, so now, let's go ahead and focus on this play again, right? When you look at everything that's set up, Big Ben Roethlisberger steps back. He's like, okay, I got this. It don't really matter to me, bro. Like, let's get it real quick. It is what it is. Now, this animation was something that was regularly sought. Like, bruh, it was always sought. Madden 16, everybody, bro, my punter, I went for a fake punt. My punter ran out. Bro, listen, dude did the OBJ catch. But guess what? He won't have these abilities to do that, so he won't trigger animations like that. There are going to be specific receivers that are going to be able to do it. So again, I don't know what corner that is, and I know you Browns fans are probably like, yo, why do you gotta have the Browns fan getting dealt with like that? Well, you know how it is, bro. AFC North, like, it's gonna be very, very challenging. Even though I do believe the Browns will play very, very well this year. That's just my, you know, that's my thought process with it. I'm thinking about their record probably like, you know, 12-4, 11-5. Like, let me know what you guys think. Like, write the record down for the Cleveland Browns this upcoming season. But that's what I'm thinking. You know, 12-4, 11-5. But anyway, like I was saying, when he goes up like that, he's in the zone. And I'm not talking about auto zone. You know what I'm saying, bro? Dude is in the zone. He's ready to rock and roll. So that's something that you're going to have to look into to make sure, like, yo, look, what am I doing right now? Am I playing the right type of D? Like, what's going on? And one of the other things that makes Juju Smith Schuster so unique, slot receiver. You see what I'm saying? Like, we've seen him line up in the slot and take the ball 97 yards. Like, we've all seen it. Now, with Antonio Brown being gone, he's going to have to do a lot of different things, bro. Like, it ain't going to be that same thing. He's going to have to actually prepare in a certain manner to make sure that he's ready for that, because that double coverage and all kind of rolling coverage to you, we see what that does to receivers. And that's what made Antonio Brown so unique. It didn't matter what the coverage was. The dude was always open. Look, you can say everything you want to say about the dude's blonde mustache, like what are you doing, like what's going on, because I agree with you, like bro, why is your mustache blonde? But the one thing you can't say is that he wasn't a dominant receiver in this league for years and years and years. Now this year is going to be all about Juju Smith Schuster. Can he actually do this? Do you guys believe, if you're a Steelers fan, that he can do this? Very, very nice guy. For people that were there that met him, said he's a very, very cool dude. That's all great. But when you're on that gridiron, bro, it's all about can you get open, all right? Can you get open when you get off the press and then there's a guy right there like, yo, what's good? I'm here for the double team. And then you get past him and then it's rolling coverage with a linebacker. Yo, what's good? I'm about to lay you out. See, that's what's going to be happening. So with him having slot-o-matic, sometimes you may be at a better advantage in your game plan to actually put him in the slot. Don't put him as an outside receiver, put him in the slot. He'll have this. When lined up in the slot, the receivers with this ability make faster cuts, have better hands, and have a higher chance of beating press coverage. So maybe like this unique factor will help you out because he might struggle on the outside in the game depending on who you have at corner in your actual game. So this is something that makes him very, very unique because remember, people think that what Larry Fitzgerald has done by going from a main receiver to a slot guy is easy. The slot is not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a very, very difficult position to learn. And with him already understanding it, playing with these other receivers, and now him being the main guy, we'll be able to see exactly how that transforms into the league. Now, in Madden 19, everybody knows about crossing routes, right? We all knew about like how, bro, it was one of the most annoying things. They adjusted the, the zones to try to help it out. But honestly, they still made it so that he was wide. Like usually, he was wide open. Towards the end of the year, the cover 3 kind of locked it up, and they were able to figure out how to make the match zone stay with them and stuff like that. But it was an exploit in the game because the crossing route was always wide open. With cross specialists, receivers with this ability run sharper routes and catch more consistently while running cross routes. All right, so because that's his star ability, what EA is telling you is this. We are aware that everybody was abusing crossing routes. That's pretty much what they're saying. All right, so look, guys, this is what it is. Since you guys were abusing crossing routes, what we're gonna do is we're gonna allow a star ability for certain players to be able to catch it more often than not. So what does that mean for you guys? If you have players that are not that good, they won't run the route the same way that Juju Smith Schuster would run it. That's pretty much what it means, like in a nutshell. That's what it's going to mean. So you won't be able to come out and just do whatever you want and expect everybody to run the deep crossers or whatever kind of crosses you're running exactly the same way. But if they have the ability, they will be able to do that. You see what I'm saying? So that will make it a lot easier for them to actually, get the footwork down, step in the ground, put their foot in the dirt, cut it up, and go. But everybody won't be able to do the same thing, which is a very, very good thing. Because I was one of those guys. I would just put my coach on a deep crosser. I was addicted to deep crossers. I didn't really care. So now that everybody won't be able to do it the same exact way, we'll be able to, kind of see exactly what their game plan was with it. Maybe the guys will stumble. Maybe it'll be a delay with the way they put their foot in the ground to actually get the crosser going. But now we at least know that, okay, every single person won't be able to do it, which is a very, very good thing. And that's something that we've been asking for. And now, possibly we're going to get it all together. So now, looking at all 3 of his, his X factors, his star abilities, whatever, all his abilities together, he's probably going to be more or less a glitch in this game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's probably going to be somebody that you probably want to get on your squad in Madden Ultimate Team. Because remember, the abilities is all in every single mode. Franchise, regs, Ultimate Team, it's everywhere. So he's probably a guy you're going to want to have on your squad based on what he has. But remember, just remember this. There are receivers that are better than Juju Smith Schuster that are in the league. So we have yet to see what those players are going to have. Like, if he has this, there are other players like Julio, you know what I'm saying? Like Julio has to have all these things. AB, he's gonna have all these things regardless. You got a lot of other up and coming receivers that are gonna be pretty dominant. Obviously, Michael Thomas with the Saints. A lot of people are gonna have these things. So I'm just letting you know, he's probably going to be a glitch, but how much of a glitch though? Is it gonna be worth it to actually go after this guy? I'm gonna have to wait to actually get my hands on the game and see exactly how he moves around. But for the most part, he may be a receiver that we should all look at early in the year for Madden Ultimate Team. And I got some information about Ultimate Team that's coming very soon. All you guys have to do is like the video, share it, leave a comment, and I'm gonna get that video out to you guys as soon as possible. But again, these are just some things that I wanted to share with you to kind of give you some insight into what's going to be going on. And I want to know, are you excited about Madden 20? What are some of the things that you're seeing that you like? What are the things that you're seeing that you don't like? Hit me with all that information. Remember to subscribe and share, and follow me on Twitter at GmiasWorld for updates. Until next time, one love.